Hi guys, in this video I will show you how OpenClaw actually works and 5 security tips that can help you to become more secure in your instance of OpenClaw. Yeah, as you know, OpenClaw blew up from the weekend project to millions of the visits in days because it lets you run powerful agents in your own hardware. Yeah, from PC to Raspberry Pi. The use cases in internet is powerful and very crazy, I can say. So as you say here in the presentation, what we'll cover the reality check, the alarming truth about the AI security, and why most users are doing wrong. Second, understanding OpenClaw, the three component architecture, the brain, the hands, and the traffic cop. The next element is define non-negotiables, essential security rules that transform your OpenCloud instance from terrifying to controlled. And yes, and last but not least, your path forward, making OpenCloud work for you, control the power on your own terms. So, what is the reality check right now with the people running OpenClaw in their devices on PCs? So basically, the reality check is you are about to give AI root access to all your computer. So your chats, your files, your browser, everything that matters in your life will be accessible by your agent. But most of the people are doing wrong, completely wrong. No authentication, no boundaries, no safeguards. What is the promise? In the next 5 minutes, you will understand how OpenClaw works and learn 5 security rules that stop it from becoming the scariest thing on your network. Don't let your AI own you. You need to be very aware of that. So why OpenClaw matters? Because have a very explosive growth from a weekend project to millions of visits in days. OpenClaw captured the imagination of the developers worldwide because it solves a really use cases. It's not a silver bullet, but have a practical use cases to be honest. The power is insane. I've been running on my own servers. The capabilities are genuinely impressive. Automation, integration, and vibe coding, all this kind of stuff is really impressive. But very important for us is your hardware, your rules. So run powerful agents in your own hardware from PC to Raspberry Pi. Is there also mystery cloud services you don't control? But here's the truth: ignore security model, and you are leaving your digital house wide open. The same power that makes OpenClaw amazing makes it dangerous when misconfigured. The question isn't whether OpenClaw is powerful, it's whether you are controlling that power. So, what are the three components that build that constitute the OpenClaw? OpenClaw basically is not just a chatbot; it's a three interconnected system working together. The component one is the brain, the language model that reads the message, understands the context, and decides what to do. Is the intelligence layer, the reasoning, planning, and decision making. The second component is the hands, the tools that execute actions, browser control, file sex, scripts, messaging applications, the capabilities that touch your system, execution, interaction, automation. What is the traffic cop? The gateway. It controls who can talk to the bot, which tools can touch, and how much can be done at once. The security layer. Authentication, authorization, and limits. Key insight. When people say the the open close is scary, it's almost never because the code is evil. It's because there was not cop, no authentication, no safeguards. Be conscious about it. The critical layer, understanding the gateway. Who can talk to the bot? That is one important point to be aware of that. Authentication identity verification. The gateway decides if the request comes from a trust source or anonymous attacker. Which tools it can touch? Authorization and permission management. Not every user needs access to every tool. The gateways enforce the principle of least privilege. How much it can be done at once. Rate limiting and resource controls. Prevents abuse, protects the system, resources, ensures fair access. What is the real problem? Most security failures stem from missing or misconfigured gateways, no malicious codes, no authentications, no long list, full power tool exposed. The gateways transform the open cloud for terrifying stuff to a powerful but controlling agent. So, what is the first non negotiable rule? Lock the front door. Only no users. OpenClaw should only accept connection from verifying no users. No exceptions. No anonymous access. DM pairing. Use direct message pairing to establish trust. User must prove identity before gaining access to the system. Also, use explicit alone list. Maintain a strict alone list of approved users and devices. If it is not on the list, it doesn't get it. So be aware of this. No anonymous traffic. This is very important. This is non negotiable. Anonymous internet traffic should never reach your open clone instance. Anonymous access opens doors to attackers. So, what is the implementation options here? DMM parity workflows, IP alone list, certificate-based authentication, and splicing open modes if needed. What is the second rule? Never don't expose the gateway naked. Never bind beyond the local host. Without proper protections, exposing your gateway to the internet is like leaving your admin panel open to the world. Require protection layers, authentication, strong authentication before any access, firewall rules, restrict access by IP and port, using tailscale VPN, private network access only to access your open clouds. Treated like an admin panel, your gateway deserves the same security posture as your most sensitive admin interface. Best practices. By binding OpenCloud to localhost 3000 port, for example, to not use the default port that is out of the box when you install it. So important. Bind to the local host only unless you have like an enterprise grade protection. The third no negotiable rule: limit hands. Start safe. Begin with safe tools only. Read only operations, no destructive actions, limited scope. Isolated dangerous tools. Dangerous capabilities regards personal handling, shell access, file system operation, script executions. Sandbox and strict allow list could help you with that. Put dangerous tools in isolated environments with a strict allow list. Container isolations, command allow list, path restrictions, result limits. If one important tip about it, if you don't know how to set up that, I really recommend you to ask OpenCloud how can help you to secure them itself. The next non-negotiable rule: hide your secrets. Hide your secrets. API keys and tokens. All sensitive credentials must live in environment variables or secure server configuration, never in the code. Never hard code credentials in source codes will be exposed. Never leak logs. Sanitize logs to prevent credential exposure. Never personal profile. Don't use personal profile for automations. Secure storage. Use environment variables like this. Support if you are in Linux, you can use these syntaxes to set up it properly. Use server config files, restrict permissions, encrypt at rest, secret management. You can use more strong security like an AWS Secrets Manager if you know how to do that. And the non-negotiable audit until it's boring. So build OpenClaw have some built-in security audits. You can use it. OpenClaw includes powerful audit commands that check your configuration for vulnerabilities. I really recommend you to execute this command OpenClaw security audit that give you some insight about how secure is your environment properly, and also you can use these options deep in order to have more profound or deep seek findings about your secure system. It will scan you. If something is wrong, the audit will alert you immediately. So please don't ignore the warnings. Goal from One important goal for this is from this terrifying to this is a powerful but controlled bot. So what is my recommendation? Make a routine daily quick checks, deep scans, sorry, a comprehensive audit with deep flag. Of course, after changes that you implement in your bot, please always audit after configuration to check out the updates. Security is a practice, not a one-time setup. Be aware of that. The upside, controlled power, an AI system on your own hardware talking to your apps, following your rules, no spreading your data across random SES tools. Your hour, complete ownership and control. Your rule, security on your terms. And your data, privacy by design. This is very important. AI isn't scary, uncontrolled AI is. So making OpenClaw work for you, not against you. So if you have more tips about how can you secure OpenCloud, please give a comment in the comments, and I will try to send you that guide as soon as possible. Bye bye. Thank you so much. See you.